up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Real Housewives of Potomac review. They start off where they left off. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by. And I only have a few minutes to do this, so we got to get through it. It's not going to be too much commentary. It was a good episode. I thought it was a good episode. Not too much conflict. Very lighthearted. Silly at times. I thought it was cool. Had a little, some little sad moments or whatever. See, and that's the problem. That's the problem now. That's why it takes me so long to do a review, because I do all this extra explaining and stuff, and I need to just get right to the point, and that's what I'm about to do. Ashley talking about, okay, you want to body shame me, you need to get a new line. That line is tired. I'm not sure what line she's talking about. Maybe the line about her forehead. I'm not sure what she's talking about, because Candiace has never said anything about her body. So anyways, they said it was a timeout. Turn your face around. Ashley tells Candiace, don't open a door you can't close. And then Candiace goes, for the record, I wasn't body shaming you. This was out of anger. I don't have no issues with you being a mother. And she was like, of all the attacks, here comes Karen. Not Karen Darby. Of all the attacks that you have ever said anything to me, it's never been about my body. She was like, yeah, I've made comments about your forehead. And she was like, well, I've made comments about your dry ass hair. So this is what Candiace was basically saying was, bitch, when we go at it, we go at it. I'm not body shaming you. You try to make like white folks do. You want to attack, you want to be the aggressor, you want to do all of these things, but then you want to go back and forth and engage, right, with her dry ass hair and her turban and all this other stuff. But when something is said to you, all of a sudden you need to extract that and focus on that and say that somehow you're hurt and bothered and ashamed and all of this other bullshit. Anyway, so I don't know if we can call it texturism. She's talking about her hair, since we're going to pull out, we body shaming, we everything, we colorist, we everything in Potomac. So, and I don't know what any, so she was like, that's not really an apology. I don't think Candiace was meant to apologize. She was just basically saying, I wasn't body shaming you, girl. We're in battle. I'm not body shaming you. Don't start. So, Ashley goes back and forth. That's the thing. We're not doing this. Because this lady had 2 babies, now she needs to be slapped on the side of the candle and we need to worship her. Fuck Ashley. Once again. Fuck her. Okay? Mia invites everybody to the goddess lunch. We go to Karen. Now, this was actually funny. Karen was doing a Surry County ad and was not in Surry County. They were in Potomac. And I don't know what Surry has to offer to where that Karen Huger, who really is not internationally known, is going to drive international and domestic travel to Surry County, who they are known for their ham and their peanuts. Did you know that peanuts come in a shell, like a little shell, if you will? Karen, girl, really? Y'all know that peanuts come in a shell? And people really come to Surry County for the peanuts. Something's wrong. Even in the meeting with Ashley, I think Karen is a con artist. I think she be doing shit on purpose. Like she really be doing shit and keeping a straight face. Like I literally think she knows that what I'm saying and what is coming out of my mouth is utterly ridiculous, and I'm not gonna laugh, I'm not gonna smile, you're gonna take me serious, and that's what it is. I really believe that. Even the way she was talking to Ashley sitting at that table, I was like, Karen is a con artist. She knows exactly what she's saying when she says this utterly ridiculous shit that she says. And she knows that it's going to get a reaction, and she does it on purpose. I've clocked you, Karen. Okay? I've clocked you. Giselle sits down with her daughters. Her daughters are, getting older, Love, Hope, and Charity, and they're sitting there having a conversation. She calls them in there. And they are talking about Charity. She's growing up, and she's sitting there with her hair and her makeup on, honey, and she's going to be a junior. I guess she's about to be 16 years old. And so they asked Giselle, is she going to get married again? Because she asked them, you guys, when you guys go home or go to college, are you guys going to, be worried about me or be concerned about me when you leave? You think I'm going to be lonely? And they were like, do you want to get married again? She said, no, she does not want to get married again. And she says that when she divorced, because she doesn't want to answer to anybody financially, is what she says. She does not want to be reliant on any man. And she says, I hope my daughters learn from my mistakes. I don't want any pressure put on them about marriage and kids. I want them to have a pursuit of happiness that is not tied to a relationship. So it's clear that Giselle has a understanding that when she calls her the steps that she's made in her journey mistakes by being tied to someone and feeling like you need to be tied to someone to be happy, she doesn't want her daughters to have that experience. When I tell you, I loved the advice that Giselle gave her daughters. And ironically, a lot of people give their daughters advice. They give their daughters advice like this: do not rely on a man. You cannot. You just can't. And if you're not telling your daughters that, you are setting them up for failure. If you are not telling your daughters to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, and rely on nobody, and that their happiness is not tied to being in proximity to a partner, you are setting them up for needless suffering. You are. So I applaud Giselle for that advice that she gave her daughter, and I hope she keeps instilling it in them. Your happiness is not tied to you being in a relationship. Your happiness is not tied to you being in a relationship. She says the guy needs to be equal to you. There should be no hierarchy. That's why the idea of a traditional relationship in this day and age does not compute. Because now your women had to be in relationship with men a long time ago because men ran the world and women didn't have rights. So a woman had to get married in order to survive, because she couldn't work, she couldn't vote, she couldn't do nothing. And now she is able to, thanks men, she is able to vote, she is able to work on her own. And so now when you're in a relationship, the relationship should be a nice to have. It should be something that brings you joy and peace and love and healthy companionship. It does not look like a headache. It does not look like a struggle. It doesn't look like anything you have to fight for. Okay? So I applaud Giselle for giving her daughters that advice. Your pursuit of happiness is not tied to being in a relationship with another human being. You are a nice to have. A man should be a nice. That is what, if you are raising heterosexual, straight, identifying daughters, let them know a man is a nice to have. Go show her Cher's clip about men.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live. My mom said to me, sweetheart, one day you should settle down and marry a rich man. And I said, Mom, I am a rich man.
Or dessert. You don't necessarily need it. If you have too much, you might get fat. And it's a nice to have. You don't need it all the time. You can take care of yourself. You don't need anyone. You literally don't need anyone. It is not a necessity. It's a nice to have. Okay? All right. Great. Chris and Candiace. Chris is drinking once again, but we did a time check and it's 10 minutes to 5. So, okay, you all right. Now, if it was like 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, then we'd be looking at you crazy, Chris. But it was 4:50, so we're going to give it to you because you're working from home. So we're going to give you, because a lot of people during the pandemic was making drinks at 3 o'clock and shit like that. So we're going to give you some room. You drink it during the day, baby. So they start having business talk. And he said, we're all stressed. Candiace was like, is that a drink? He was like, yes, it is. And then he put it on her and said, you stress me out. I didn't like that. Just be like, I wanted to have a drink. Don't put it on somebody else. That means that you're saying that she has control over you. And that's a bad look. That's never a good look. Just say, I wanted a goddamn drink. Okay? Just say that. You act like your stuff is more important than my stuff. Just because I can't do it doesn't mean I don't want to do it. She starts crying. He was like, don't cry. You gonna make me cry. He starts crying too because he's been drinking, child. Ain't no telling. Wait a minute. Ain't no telling what drink Chris was on, because the drink looked kind of like a little ice down a little bit. Looked like it had a little water in it. So he might have been drinking earlier, because ain't no reason for him to be wiping tears, crying too. A bunch of damn crybabies sitting up there. And they give each other hugs and they love each other. And the Ebony and Ivory love story. Okay. Wendy has the conversation that most black parents have with their children about interacting with cops. And little Cameron's a girl. Cruz, one of them. He basically said he's going to be like Martin Luther the King, and he wants to make it to where cops are not killing black people and they're not killing white people. They're just not killing anybody. That's a terrorist organization funded by the state and federal government, so they're not going anywhere, okay? Just like they terrorize everybody else all over the globe, they terrorize the American citizens too, baby. So they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going no motherfucking where. Ashley and Karen sit down. Karen said she wanted her grandkids to call her Diamond. Girl, you know that sounds ridiculous. And Karen is doing it on purpose, okay? She's doing it on purpose. So she was like, she didn't like that questioning Wendy's substance. She didn't like that Giselle was doing that, because Giselle has been wiggling her fat vagina in our faces. Once again, Giselle has never wiggled her fat vagina anywhere. You're just saying stuff. It makes you seem like a crazy drunk old woman. It really does. And we might be here for the crazy drunk old woman, because that's what you're giving. You're giving crazy drunk old woman who says anything that it don't even matter. It doesn't even make sense. I'd be like, Karen don't even make sense. For her to sit up there and say and act like that motherfuckers don't know that there is a shell around a peanut, and act like, if you will, it's like a hole, like a shell, if you will. No, it's not if you will. That is a shell, lady. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, she says that Giselle owes her an apology, and she's not going to be apologizing to her. She said Giselle needs to come to her woman to woman. Here we are again. And Giselle needs to open up more. And she's not going to her either, because Ashley was trying to get. It's funny how Ashley does Giselle's bidding for her. It's very crazy that Karen ends up apologizing. You were this whole time been asking this lady for an apology, and she mentions one time that her children were hurt. The same exact story you gave her. But see, she just came with it after the reunion, right? She just came with it the next season. She didn't wait 3 seasons or 2 seasons to say anything, because when you wait that long, it makes it seem very ridiculous to wait half of a season to come back and say, what you did at the reunion was fucked up. What you said at the reunion was messed up. You hurt me and my kids. And now all of a sudden you got Karen apologizing to Giselle. I was like, this bitch is amazing. This fucking bitch, this old slinky neck coming down the carpeted staircase, she is a genius. How the fuck you get Karen to apologize to you? It just makes it I just don't understand. Anyway, Robin goes to the life coach. Basically, you know, the age-old story, when my husband was down and out, I was there for him. Now I'm down and out, and he's telling me what he doesn't like about me. And he's not supporting me in the way that I need to be supported. So, age-old story. She ain't gonna be the first. She ain't gonna be the first. She ain't gonna be the last. So, they're at the goddess lunch. They're sitting around the table. Escala looks beautiful. Wendy looks beautiful. Shout out to Candiace for that little Diana Ross wig. She was giving you the Supremes, honey. She said, Dirty Diana. She was giving you the Supremes. She looks so cute. We see Ashley makes a joke about Candiace's wig not being dry, and usually because she's been saying that Candiace looks like a squirrel or a chipmunk, she's been saying that. That's where everybody else gets it from. All the viewers and stuff calling Candiace names like that. Ashley also calls her the same name. So once again, here we are with an example of the girl is not innocent. Okay, nobody's being attacked. None of that. So she says that, you know, Candiace can fit, she squirrels her nuts, is what she says. She squirrels away her nuts. Anyways, so they go around the table to say something nice about each person. Ashley and Candiace say, basically, you know, Candiace says, honey, I had to get a shovel and dig for a compliment to give that raggedy bitch. She came up there with her hair looking a mess. Did you see the way Ashley came up there looking? I was like, girl, you look a mess. You really look a whole mess. Talking about somebody's hair being dry. Girl, okay. And so, Ashley said that she's proud of Candiace for pursuing her passion and this and that. Then Robin says they said something about not taking ourselves seriously or being able to laugh at ourselves or something like that. Robin looked like a bridesmaid. She had on a bridesmaid's dress. I don't get it. Everybody was like, Robin looks so beautiful. No. Literally, she looked like she just came from a wedding. She literally looked like she just came from a wedding. Hairstyle, a dress, everything. It was giving bridesmaids, okay? You're going to be a bridesmaid, okay? The S is not silent, honey. So, Robin tells Wendy, I'm so happy that you're passionate about your family. And she says, we're just going to keep it short. I was like, y'all some bitches. And then even Wendy was like, okay, bitch. Basically, you saying but you're saying that you care about, or you admire the passion that I have for my family, but you're still supporting someone who was like talking shit about my family. Got it. All right. Escala talks about Giselle being confident and opinionated. Giselle says, I don't have anything. We're not in a good place. Let me tell you something. When Giselle was like, everybody knows Karen and I are not in a good place, so I don't have anything nice to say about her. Bitch, I am here for it. Thank you. Bitch, I don't have nothing nice to say about you. That's why I was kind of mad at Candiace for kind of trying to apologize, but what she was doing was trying to explain, like, bitch, you're not about to put no body shame label on me. Bitch, you know we go to war. So as you say I have a turban on and my hair is dry, I'm saying your body is wide. Okay, we're going to war. And that's what it is. That's why I was like, don't apologize to that raggedy bitch. She always is looking for somebody to apologize to her. Anyways, so Karen says, Wendy and Giselle talk about, I haven't heard from you. She goes to Wendy. She was like, well, I really haven't heard from you. And Wendy goes, I haven't heard from you either. And she was like, I was defending you. And then she says that Wendy didn't take accountability. Wendy didn't do anything. So I'm not sure what Wendy needs to take accountability for. That was weird for Giselle to even say that. So I'm not sure what she was talking about. And she says, well, basically, if you were my friend, to the core, if you were my friend, you would have came to me first. And she's like, well, I've always come to you in a spirit of love, and you just were very defensive. She's like, but I did say that I should have came to you. And so Wendy says she receives that. So they seem to be in a good place. So Candiace asked Giselle, did what Karen said, did Karen have anything to do with the demise of your relationship between you and Jamal? That was a dumbass question, but I guess it was a way to get somebody to talk, because Karen can't do nothing to nobody and move anybody any kind of way, okay? Giselle says she knew about the girl. she knew about the girl. She was like, well, why you didn't say anything? She said, because I wanted Karen to show her ass. I wanted Karen to show her ass. And she was like, but honestly, my kids were hurt and I was hurt. Candiace thanked Giselle, the stoic ice queen. She thanked her for actually showing emotion and expressing her feelings, which has been a common concern that everybody has on down to Giselle's daughters. Karen does apologize and says she's sorry for hurting her kids because she cares about the kids. Giselle says, who are you looking at? She's not looking at me when she's apologizing. She was like, well, if I hurt your kids, for that, I apologize. Let me tell you something. To me, I feel like Giselle is clearly the anchor of the show, because there's no way that I would have apologized if I was Karen. But Karen's position was, she says, that makes me a better person. So she wasn't really sorry. She's more of the optics. I want to be the bigger person, which fuels a little, it's a little ego. It's a little ego push to say, well, I'll be the bigger person. Bitch, fuck that bigger person shit. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck your man. Fuck Jamal. Fuck everybody. Fuck Ray. And I love when Giselle said at the table, both of them would die before I say sorry. But they ended up saying sorry and saying that we're going to wipe a clean slate. So that was the end of the episode. Like I said, it was a pretty good episode. Hopefully I got through it and I didn't miss anything. Y'all let me know what I missed. Let's get down in the comments. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace. Oh, Salt Lake City is going to be tomorrow. All right, peace.